I am totally in this zone of being all over the place. And testing. This is my new meditation cushion. Well, I've had it for a while, but I don't really use it. It's quite the extreme Cadillac. Anyways, I am Teresa Gagnon, your yoga guide, and I'm here to talk to you or express with you the importance of routine. And yet here I'm like flustered and my routine is off completely. But the beauty of that is that I know I have a foundation, a routine. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Teresa Gagnon, your yoga guide. And today I'd like to really share with you the dynamics of what it is to hold and support your space for yourself, fill your cup up, and have your imagination wander, but yet at the same time know you have a foundation. It's called routine. Now, as the moon wanes and waxes, it is cyclic, it's routine. But what about your routine? Do you actually have a routine? And that routine may vary, it may change depending on the weather, depending on the people around you, depending on so many variables. This morning, I picked earlier the Wheel of Fortune tarot card, and I'm not going to pick another card because it's so fitting for today. I picked it on my Facebook Live. So the Wheel of Fortune really represents the fact that life is cyclic. There's the up days where you could see the whole world for the bigger picture, and then there's days where you're kind of like crumbling and falling down, and there's days when you're stuck under the wheel, and there's days when you're climbing up. You know, you're doing your best to get yourself out of the muddies. Life is like that. And when you're in either one of those parts of your journey, whether you're crushed under the wheel going, oh my God, pity party, how should I get out of this? It's not always a pity party. Sometimes you're just feeling defeated. And that's part of our journey. I've been feeling like that for quite some time, and I realized that with all the support and the love and all that I've routinely created for myself, I always felt secure, even in my defeat and even in the times of failure and whatever you want to call it, where you're feeling just exasperated. And then there's the time I'm climbing right now. I feel like I'm climbing, working so hard. And then I realized it's like, why am I climbing so hard? That wheel will catapult me back up. I've latched on. It's going this way. It's going to take me back up. Quit working so hard, T. You've got a great foundation. Trust in the fluidity of life. And when you're up on top going, okay, thank you, gratitude. I could see this, I could see that. Oh, a lot more clarity up here. Let me set my intentions for even more clarity. So you have a better visual aid on it, like you could see things better. And when you're starting to kind of fall down, and we do, trust me, we do, it's not a time to be frightened. It's a time to just let go and see where that flow takes you, because sometimes you need to be nailed right back down into your foundation to remind yourself that that foundation needs a little bit more building. So when we're falling, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And I know that when I do fall, I've already created a great foundation, and maybe some of those foundations are leaking and they just need to be observed more. So today, routine is so important. You can change it up. You can look at it differently and change the foundation a little bit more. You can open your foundation up a little bit more and create some space and some air for new stuff. But ultimately, we are all going to go through the cycle of life. It is just what happens. Just like we're coming into harvest time. We've all planted those seeds in the spring. We've watched that summer bloom. It was a different summer, that's for sure. And now it's coming into the harvest time. What we're going to harvest is like going to be dependent on what we've planted. And that changes too. Each cycle, it changes. And I am just here as your yoga guide to express the importance to not worry, to go with the flow, to go with the cycles of life. As every seed, within that seed, it holds the bloom. And in that bloom is a new seed that comes to the earth and becomes the new, right? It's cyclic. We're all this energy. So today, what is your routine? Do you have a routine? Please do have a routine. It's very important to set yourself up for the successes, yet go with the fluidity of what wind blows in direction. So be like water, flow with that. And you'll be surprised that, or not, that how important it is to love yourself, to create a secure foundation that is fluid, and to go with the flow and trust that the universe has got your back. From my light to your light, yoga is the option we all have. Namaste. Subscribe, like, and share, because we're all here together. And to be honest with you, I'm here each day authentically and transparently sharing with you what it is that I think is of value and importance to you. How's your routine going?